Okay, good morning. We're on day 6. Last night was rough.
Yeah.
It was storming pretty bad. Our tent was flying all over the place. We were up like every 30 minutes, just hoping our tent wasn't falling in on us. But we stayed warm. It took us a minute to get warm, but we stayed warm once we got in our bags. Stopped moving. Making breakfast and drinking hot chocolate to keep warm. It's a cold morning. We just packed up camp. We're about 20 miles to Scissors Crossing. Once we get to Scissors Crossing, I think we're gonna hitch into Julian because I think it's an 11-mile road walk, and we're cold, we're wet, and I think we might get a hotel room once we get there and take a zero tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see how we feel by the end of today. Gotta do what you gotta do for the next 15 miles. We found the sun. As soon as we got off the peak where we were camping, it warmed up significantly. Once we get to maybe a water crossing, we'll yard sell out and dry some of our stuff up. But I think today's gonna be a good day.
It's looking up.
It is looking up.
It's 1,000 times better than it was this time yesterday. It was snowing and sleeting on us yesterday at this time. So.
Yeah, we walked 8 hours yesterday in the sleet and snow. I wasn't gonna say this because I didn't want to scare anybody, but I think we were on the beginning stages of hypothermia last night. It took us maybe 2 hours to stop shivering and get warm in our bags and our tent, but we made it. If we were to get worse, we had other options. We had more layers we could have put on, bag liners for our sleeping bag we could have slept in, but we're good.
That's why it's always important to keep your sleeping bag and your sleep clothes dry, like we did. So we were soaked, but our sleeping bag was dry, our sleep clothes were dry, so we were able to quickly warm up in our bags.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you a safety net, if you will.
Yeah, so always have dry clothes to change into, dry socks, and a dry sleeping bag, and then you should be good. It turned out to be a beautiful day. Look at this blue skies, clouds, birds are chirping and singing. We have our stuff drying out, and we're about 15 miles to Julian. I don't know if we'll make it there today. We're kind of just taking it slow, but we'll see how the rest of the day goes.
It's all about the money. Keep trucking. Good try.
You'll get most of the morning. So it wasn't late.
We were told that a ranger will be at Scissors Crossing tomorrow passing out bag tags, so if we can get one, that'll be huge. Fingers crossed.
Can you go grab the tent? So right now we're using the Catadine Be Free filter, which is the one we used on the Bartram Trail. But you can't really effectively backwash this, meaning once the filters get clogged, there's really no easy way to clean it out. So our flow rate is terrible right now. So we have a Sawyer squeeze that we're probably going to swap to that does allow pretty effective backwashing. So you can keep a high flow rate and not sit here filtering water for 30 minutes. That's how long it takes us now.
Last night we witnessed the importance of a trail family. Rue got a hole in his sleeping pad, and when we got to camp last night, it was raining and sleeting. We had already been walking 8 hours in the snow, so we were soaking wet, we were cold. Again, like I said, borderline hypothermic. And Red was selfless and gave Rue his sleeping pad and hiked through the night to get to Julian. Take care of your people out here on trail. Makes it a lot easier, more fun, and we definitely owe him big time.
All right, update. We are about 12 miles in for the day. My knee hurts like really bad, so we're gonna stop at the next campsite right outside Julian. So we'll have like 4 or 5 miles into Julian tomorrow morning, and then we'll get Rebecca's shoes and get the pie and do all the things in Julian, and then either stay at a Trail Angel's house or
Get back on trail.
get back on the trail and camp like a mile outside of the Scissors Crossing. So TBD on that. Yeah, I got it.
Made it to camp, making dinner, set up. We have quite the crew with us tonight. I think there's like 9 other campers around us. So we'll definitely be wearing earplugs tonight.
You get the blow up.
Well, eventually everybody always, if they start